All right. It says we are live on the road again, back again. Susie, how are you doing?
I am doing hot and I'm doing good.
Yep,
It
same,
is
same here.
95 degrees, like the third day in a row, fourth day in a row. And yesterday I got my car, it was over 100. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm just trying to stay cool, trying to keep my plants from dying outside.
I've got to go water some stuff again. I watered some stuff this morning, but I noticed when I came in from walking the dog that my tomato vines are all wilting, so I'm going to go hose them down after this. I've got some nice tomatoes. I forgot that I did have some tomatoes, a little bunch of Tommy toes. I just cut off a whole cluster of them. I had
Oh,
that
that's
too this
awesome.
morning. Yeah, got a bunch of those growing.
Call them Tommy toes?
Tommy toes are great tomatoes.
The little ones?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I like them.
That's what my grannies both called them, Tommy toes. So I don't know if anybody else called them that. I don't know who
I
Tommy.
was able to start my aquaponics. I got the 50-gallon tub set up next to the waterfall. I still have to try to figure out how to get water into it, but I planted a couple of kale, some lettuce. Then I did some like pretty flowers just so they were floating in there.
Nice.
So now I just got to figure out how to get water from the waterfall into there so then that can waterfall into the pond because I got to keep it moving.
Coro, maybe Susie or her daughter could do that. I definitely couldn't.
What?
A wrap for reptiles.
Oh, wow. A wrap?
A wrap, yeah.
I don't know how to wrap. And I would look ridiculous trying, that's for sure. My daughter now, she can beat bop. She makes all these musical sounds come out of her mouth like I can't do that. But Sophie loves beat bop. Loves, one of her favorites. She starts dancing and squawking right along with it.
Oh, that just reminded me when I came in with all those supplies a few minutes ago, Floyd watched me put them away, but he hadn't started. Remember last time I did that a couple of weeks ago, he started raising hell.
Yeah.
I didn't give him anything. Maybe he's going to be okay.
I don't know. I don't see Reptales as rap. I see it more of maybe jazz.
Yeah.
That's how I like. We're telling tales here. We're telling reptiles here.
Yeah.
Although country music is also storytelling. Rap, country music.
Bluegrass.
Yeah, bluegrass. Yep.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
You can rap to jazz. Huh.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay. If we make the right jazz, just twerk it a little, not twerk it, tweak it. I said twerk it. You know what I meant.
Right. Well, let's in here. There's Huawei, and there's Craig's, and Trash Cat, and Susie Q, Uncle Smiley's, Jenny Lynn, and Coro, and Bruiser. And I think that's everybody.
Usually Bruiser is lurking while he's cooking. Or is that Jenny?
I don't know. I think they switch out.
Oh, nice.
Bob puts the red reptiles.
You got babies? You got babies, Bob?
Congratulations on your baby, Bob. I know. I knew that it was close, and so I took her out. She was just so huge. Do what?
I said, let's talk about your baby.
I didn't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Uh-oh. Lost your sound. Yeah.
Now?
You said something about babies, but it cut you off.
I said, yeah. I said, let's talk about your babies.
Oh, okay. Well, they're mice.
Am I delayed?
And I noticed that one of the females pulled one of the females out of one of the colonies a couple nights ago. And then I noticed last night, they're real obvious. I've noticed it with the rats before, and that's how I picked up on it with their water breaks. They're real fast curious about cleaning themselves up. So she was doing that. And she was having some contractions. So I did a little short video.
Aww.
Then this morning when I got up, she had, I guess, 12 or 14 babies in there. She had a bunch of them.
Wow.
I know she feels better.
I bet. It's not super hot inside your house, so is it?
Always grow them up. Yeah. Yeah. I always grow them up and grow up and have their eyes and some like babies and give them to they probably get to live their life. Some of them, so they're not just born to be food. I had a couple adults get out. I'm not sure how they got out, but I found one in my kitchen floor and one on my bedroom floor.
Oh, wow.
Compliments of Tibby the cat.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. But they didn't
look that fresh, so I didn't be anybody. I went out to the wood. Worm made it back. I wasn't paying attention. Terry too. You brought Terry with you, so. Oh, golly, I'm so glad to sit down. I've been working pretty much all day. Just all different projects. Most of it's cleaning and organizing. Got such a mess from. I still haven't ever got my reptile room finished. So, but I'll get there someday. Is there anybody here that's not a mod? Coro's not. And Uncle Smiley's not. Susie, you're a mod. Okay. Well, we don't have any topic or any theme. We're just going to hang out. And I'll be glad to show some snakes or hold some snakes or whatever. Depending on the snake, of course.
And depending on if
replay team 6.
Dead, right?
I don't know. I don't know what the teams mean. But I guess I'll ask about that later. Replay team 6. You put that on Dan's fish, dude.
Does he?
Team 6. Must be a traveling bunch of lurkers. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
I love lurkers.
I see him put it in there.
Here we go. Here we go. We got garlic chicken rice and a ranch and a roni. Oh, and a roni and fried chicken breast, and just started eating dinner. Awesome. I knew that was about the time. I knew it was just right about this time. Thank you, Bruiser.
That sounds real good.
Doesn't it?
Real good. Yeah.
Today is day 2 of me.
It made me hungry.
Eating healthier. And it's not easy.
Eating what?
Eating healthier.
Healthier. Okay.
Healthier? Is it my microphone? It could be.
Well, I have a crystal cup. It's just low, or me being hard of hearing. I have a over there. It might be distracting my hearing.
How about this? Is this any better?
Ann's at work. She said, "Too bad she's at work."
Oh, too bad. Oh, you don't even get to eat that dinner? Oh man. Oh man.
I got a, you can go through Crystal and still get those little meals like burgers and fries and a Coke for $5 or something. And I had a craving for that when I went out before I went grocery shopping. So I got that, and I still had some ice in my cup when I came out from grocery shopping, and I got a 12-pack of that Pellegrino or whatever, the water, the water, the bubbly water. It's cheaper than soda. And I poured one of those in my ice. So that's soda water.
And what is Crystals? I never heard of that.
And it is. Crystal?
Yeah, what is that?
The red.
Never heard of it.
Oh my God. Never heard anybody say that in my life. I think, well, there was one I know they're up that way because when I lived in Brooklyn and we would go over into the city, there was one in Times Square, Crystal. So I know they're up that way.
I gotta Google
it. Crystal's been around forever. They're like White Castle. I think White Castle is what you have.
Now we do have a one or two White Castles, yes.
Little. Yeah, they're kind of like that. The burgers are real similar from what I've seen. But yeah, those Crystals are everywhere, at least all down here. We used to drive down here to Cleveland, get my mother to drive.
Southeast United States, Puerto Rico, and the headquarters is in Dunwoody, Georgia.
Well, there you go. We would beg my mother.
Very familiar, but it looks like a couple other different. Oh yeah, you can't do that. Can't do it with a green screen. I see though. I see what it looks like now.
Yeah, I think it's just pretty much the same thing as White Castle. Very similar. You know, you can get the White Castle little burgers frozen.
Like that's the only place I've seen them in my grocery store in the freezer. I haven't seen a White Castle in a long, long time. But I stopped eating fast food.
Yeah.
When?
It was the early 80s when I lived in Brooklyn, and that's when I would see them, like when we would go over to PA or Rhode Island or somewhere.
Vincent says, Dunwoody, I know where that is. Well, that is the headquarters of Crystal Restaurant.
I was just shocked when you said that. But I was going to say, when we were little kids, we didn't have a Crystal in Athens, like 30 minutes from here. And Crystal was like the big thing here in Cleveland, so we would beg our mother to drive us down and get a Crystal. I think they were like 15. They were 15 cents a burger then. Yep.
I'm always shocked when somebody says, "What is a Wawa?"
Oh yeah, what is a Wawa?
It's a what? For real?
What is a Wawa?
It's like a convenience store, but it has everything: hot food, regular food. Some have tables and chairs. Some have liquor in them. It is Wawa. Like I can't think of what else. What would be? It's an equivalent. A1.
That might be what Ed took me to over in Middle Tennessee, or we stopped. He didn't take me there. And it had all kinds of stuff, like stuff that I buy all the time, like my water and juice and things, but like half the price. So I ended up buying a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It was
Wawa is usually pretty affordable.
Yeah, this place was. I was even grabbing stuff at the checkout that was cheap, stocked up, cough drops, all kind of stuff.
They got so much stuff, and then you can order sandwiches, hoagies. They can order soups. They have so much stuff. It's a trap. It's a trap for sure. Vincent said 7-Eleven, similar, but about 10 steps up.
Yeah, we have 7-Eleven. They've been here forever.
I don't think there's any Wawas that are franchises. I think that's the difference. 7-Eleven is a like you can buy it and have it. I don't know if you can do that with Wawa. Dick Wood is the originator of Wawa.
Tennessee, Vincent. That's where the Tennessee Wesleyan College is.
Ah, okay.
TWC. It's where I had to go in an ACT test. Or whatever test you take.
Yeah.
Athens, Greece. That's it. Huawei, Athens, Greece.
Yeah, Sheets is another one that's similar. Yes. That's what I was trying
UGA is Athens, Georgia.
Yeah.
Patrick Dragon Lair is near Athens, Georgia, I think. I think he's near UGA.
I think my dream of getting a farm with my daughter and everything. I think it's been shattered because you know how when you have a dream and you want it, like I want like a barn, insulated barn, so I can put my animals and set up my fish tanks and blah, blah, blah. And John does the same thing to me. Like when we're talking about these dreams, he says, "You know, we're not taking all these animals with us." It's like somebody just shattered everything. That's what it felt like anyway. A farm in Pennsylvania would not be bad. I was looking out in Tennessee, but right now I would do a farm in Pennsylvania. I just want at least an acre. And I want an insulated barn, a couple sheds. Like I've seen so many properties that had a very regular house, nothing spectacular about it, but it has a shed, it's got a barn, and it's got a huge garage, like those kind of things. If those structures are already there, I can work with the rest. I'm not very good at making big structures. I can make dollhouse structures, but not. So yeah.
Well, you know, when I was a kid, all of the barns were, even the new ones they were making when I was a kid, they weren't insulated. They were just slats of wood. And sometimes you could peep through the cracks, you know, in them.
Yeah.
But I guess it was warm enough for the livestock, you know, to stay out of the rain and the snow and the wind and stuff in them.
Right. And that's why for me, like when we're looking at all these, well, when I'm looking at all these properties online, that's one of my, I'm not giving up on it. Like I need to have the insulated barn because to insulate it, you have to have money. Obviously, if I have money, I need to find a place off grid, kind of. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Making it real hard for me.
You could do like get one with a loft in it that's insulated, and you and John Bagga live in the loft and the animals downstairs.
Yeah, it's not John Bagga's lifestyle. I'd be happy as a pig in shit. Let me tell you, I'd be loving it. But no, I think he needs a house. No, well, not even a house. It could just be like a little house, but it would all have to be set up for him. Like this big TV for his YouTube, because that's all he does is watch YouTube. And he smokes. He's not one to smoke outside, so he needs that area. So it can't be in the house. It can't be in the barn with the animals or the kids. So who are you kidding, Susie? I watched you transform a room into a zoo, right? Yeah, because the structure was already there.
I'm afraid to click on that link, Trash Cat.
For more Bobby and Sue. Oh my gosh, what is this?
I'm not going to click on it.
I am. I'm going to go on my phone and click on it. Now that's some funny stuff. I can't even imagine. Oh, I missed Whip 7 hours ago. Did you know he went live? I
didn't, but I had my phone away from me most of the day so I could get things done. I'm bad about sitting down. Hours later, I wake up, my phone's in the floor and the battery's dead. And
okay, I'm opening it. Tennessee Fish Mafia. Oh, he's got a whole thing. Wait a minute. Have you seen this yet?
Probably not. I'm afraid to click on anything they post.
Looky. No, you got to look. It is absolutely awesome.
Hey, Melvin, great to see you.
It's actually a link tree.
Oh, yeah, I've seen the link tree.
You have seen it?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. He did a good job on that. Huawei, I think, did that.
Really? That's very nice.
Yep. Spin around.
All our stuffs. Okay.
Yep. Got all the stuffs on there. What about the clips? Like the different clips?
Yeah, I don't see them on here. That's probably going to be next. I'll have a link to all the clips because he takes funny clips.
Yeah, that one he did of you last time we streamed. I can't remember what it was, but I can't find it. It's not in my clips because I looked for it.
He posted it. Where did he post it? I'd say he put a link in the live. I remember that.
Yeah. I have on my YouTube channel a place that says that videos, lives, community, and then there's a place that says clips.
Oh, cool.
It's got a couple. The one of Dee Dee where she fell off of her stool about a year ago. Remember that? We were all in there. There were like 7 or 8 of us, and Dee Dee fell off of her stool. Ed was in there. That was Fish Mafia.
Yeah, it's still in there. I get it now, Sam, because that makes it easier for him when he's posting links.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Hey, Elfish. Yeah.
Elfish. Melvin's in the house.
Yeah. What are you working on, Susie?
You mean in my fish room?
Yeah.
I am working on, because it's 100 degrees and I can't really do a whole lot outside besides 5 a.m. to like 8 a.m. and then I'm done outside. My friend down the road, she has 3 huge tanks and she's got to move. So I put it out in a chat with the board of directors of the Aquarium Society, and somebody was interested in one of the 180s, but she said she was going to come help me. She's got a 50-gallon low boy that has 17 of her axolotls in it.
Wow.
She doesn't want to split them up. So I told her that would be a possibility if she could help me set that up somewhere, like find room, set it up down in my fish room. And if I get rid of Triton's tank, that's a 55, and he needs a bigger tank. And then the 2 tanks next to him, they're 229s. That'll give me space for a 120. And I think she has a 75 and a 120. And it's got a freshwater eel. It's got 2 starry night cichlids. She's got knife fish, rope fish. So if I tear those down, but Triton has to have one of the bigger tanks. So that would be one of the stipulations. It just seems like a lot of work right now, like me trying to do that.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm trying to figure out how to do.
Do you have like one of those, like a hand truck thing, like you move appliances with?
Mm-mm. No.
I got one of those. My intention was to use it, careful with it, and take it back. That was my honest to God intention. I got it maybe a year ago, and I still find things to use it for all the time. I take it back. It's really nice. You get it under one edge and then tilt it towards you. You can go anywhere in the house. That's how I got my washer out to the road. It had been in my garage for 2 years, I bet. And I thought, I bet I can get that thing out there. And it was no problem at all.
Wow. Trash Cat says, Susie, what are your dog's name? Max and Bella.
Like that.
Max is the male, and he is about 70 pounds.
The biggest toy convention.
I think, I don't know if my microphone is off or yours is like, it's clicking in and off, but it just might be my computer too. Do you hear me?
Just click, but I hear you fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I hear you.
Cool.
Can you hear me?
Sometimes.
Ed was going
I hear a word in
thing. My hand's not over it, so it's not that.
Huh.
Ed went to that Joe's Toys things. He canceled his stream last night to go. It's
Who
somewhere
did?
in Georgia.
G.I. Joe?
Ed.
Oh.
It's Joe's something. It's a big toy. He loves stuff like that. And lots of times when we go places to look at fish stores, if there's a bigger hobby or something, want to stop, which is great. I love to do that stuff too. So it works out great. Good to go to more than one place. Mine's a little fuzzy.
Where in Georgia was it? Vincent is asking.
I don't remember because I didn't know Ed was going. I just saw it posted. Him posted like a little short and said he was going. Said he canceled it and that he was going, but I don't remember.
My latest skink that I got a couple months ago.
Did you go?
Probably about a year ago. He eats so violently, like violently eats. Like, whereas Sapphire will just grab the food right out of the tong, drill gently. He grabs it and squeeze it back and forth. He's like, she's an animal.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. It was
got my gamma lizards so that they'll eat like clip section on the link tree.
Your agama lizard, what?
Okay. My agama lizards, they started eating like romaine. You know, they never wouldn't eat anything vegetable, just worms, wonder worms, and crickets and stuff like that. And they won't drink water at all. They're like chameleons. It has to be running down the side of the tank or dripping in, or so that gets messy. But I mean, I accommodate them. They don't need a lot of water, so that works out. But they've started eating romaine lettuce, both of them. So I'm relieved.
Yeah,
it's real easy to get their vitamins in them. You know, not having to worry about just depending on the insects. My carpet python went away while I was turned around. I was going to show it, but it went back to and it's high. Oh, well.
Oh, you're so foolish.
I'm thinking that I should have had babies from those. Huh?
You thinking you should have babies from what?
I'd have been Augusta.
You know, I think we're lagging.
I've had those guys like 3 years.
I think for some strange reason, one of us is lagging. Probably.
I wonder if it's my Wi-Fi.
Oh, Augusta.
Let me go back in the other room. Sometimes the Wi-Fi. I'll see if it helps to come in here.
So I have.
See if it's any better.
I have a craft fair to do tomorrow, and we got a warning about the heat index. So the
is it outside?
Yes. And the creator of the craft show says if you want to do the craft show, you can still do it, but you have to come inside, and the spots are half the size. So I'm gonna see if how this is gonna work for me. But I'm glad because I don't survive outside.
You could just hey. Sorry.
Oh yeah, now we're on the same page, I think.
Yeah, I think it was my Wi-Fi. Sometimes I can tell it's lagging when I'm in there because it'll do the white circle of death, but I hadn't noticed it, but that's what it was, I think. Okay. For some reason, that room it doesn't do well. So I have to do the reptile stuff in the fish areas. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. Yeah. I'm gonna send you some pictures I found that are funny as hell. I started looking for like when I took health occupations to be a CNA in high school, because one of the volunteers is doing that to get her certification, state certification. So I sent her a picture of me in high school in my class, and it was so funny. And so I found a bunch of other like yearbook pictures of when I was on the office staff and stuff like that, like a helper in the office is what I mean. You know, the volunteers.
Cool. Yeah.
I wasn't a bad looking kid, and I was skinny as a rail, dark, long hair, crazy.
I just posted a picture on Facebook from 40 years ago.
I saw that.
Oh my gosh, it's me, it's my mom, it's my grandmother, and my firstborn. I'm like, wow. Yeah,
4 generations.
That was 40 years ago, over 40 years ago.
But you look just like you did then. You look exactly. I could tell it was you. And at first I'm like, well, she looks nice there. And I think, oh, well, it's younger. That's one reason, you know.
Younger, about 100 pounds lighter. Yep.
Bob was a handsome feller. I don't know about that. I wasn't bad looking though. That's for sure. And
so, do you know those old carriages that, like, the baby only had a choice of laying down? That was it. There was nothing else. So that was our first road trip. I lived in upstate Pennsylvania then, and my grandmother lived in Connecticut. So we put the baby in that bed part, came out, put her in the back seat, and that's how we drove up. There wasn't seatbelts, there wasn't car seat or anything like that. Oh my. I don't even know if the car seats were invented yet.
Probably not. I think that was like this. Well, they might have. That was the 70s or early 80s.
Yeah, they might have been starting. Hello.
There's your friend Susie.
Hello, Floyd. Hello.
He's still he's still like he's hormonal.
Oh.
Yeah, he may turn around and sling his junk at us in a minute.
But I think he's very comfortable with you, Bob.
Oh, come here. Shh. Let's show him what a baby. Look at that. Look at that. He's a
baby.
You,
that's very sweet.
He likes the sweet talking to tell him he's a baby. And do you know I went over where he came from a couple months ago, and they were cleaning out the house finally where he had lived, and the lady passed last Easter last year. But they finally got everything settled, I guess, and all that. But her sister-in-law called me or messaged me and said, there are 2 big cages here that were his. Do you want them? Do you want to buy them? And I said, yes. And I got 2 really big, nice cages for $50. That's what she wanted. That was a great deal.
That's a great deal. They're like 600.
Yes. Yeah, I got 2 great. But she asked me how he was doing, and she had a little resentment. She said, you know, he definitely shortened her life. And I said, what? And she said, yeah, because look at him move my hand under his neck. He moved my fingers.
Yeah.
She said that she couldn't go places or do things because of him. And yeah, he was definitely her baby, but she felt like that she sacrificed a lot for him. And I'm like, I just let him do his thing.
Yeah.
I just leave him out. It took a while to get to that point, but nobody bothers him. Nobody dare crosses him. So I may come home and find him killed one day, but I think I'm not going to cage him when he can take care of himself and no one bothers him.
Yes.
Right? He's a hellion. He's a hellion, Susie. He is a hellion. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It doesn't take much affection, and then he turns around and there's all that stuff right in the face.
Right in your face.
Yeah, he's working up to it. Watch him. Y'all remember who's that? Guppy Nation.
Michael's Fish Room. Yeah, Guppy Nation.
Yeah, I was going through a bunch of my T-shirts to see what I could get on for summer, and I found 4 or 5 different fish. Here he goes. 4 or 5 different fish T-shirts that I had put back or hung up and just hadn't had out forever. Alexander, The Secret in Your Fish.
Oh, yeah.
His art. I've got some of his T-shirts. I've got that one that Rachel O'Leary, like her friend that did the really cool aquariums, the Planet Aquariums. What's his name? I've got his. But just some really nice shirts. They look brand new because I'd forgotten where I put them, I guess.
I like Michael's Fish Room.
Yeah.
Some people think he's a little salty. I like him, though. I don't care.
A little salty? Yeah.
A little salty. I love when he starts ranting about some stupid thing, about something, usually Facebook.
Coro says hi. What a pretty boy. He says, what a pretty boy. Would you like to go visit Coro for maybe a couple of months? A couple of days? Come on. Come on. For his little legs. Yeah, I've been trying to get a look at or a video or a picture of that band since you said that, Susie, to See if I can blow it up, and he's too slick for me to get close to it. Look at him.
There he goes. There he goes.
Look at him.
Yep.
Ow! Ow!
What?
He's not
what are you
hurt
doing,
me,
Floyd?
not, ow! That one hurt. My own knuckles are sore. I have the arthritis. No.
You know what I just started using? And I am not like I didn't buy into it all totally. But if you shred up ginger, right?
Ginger.
Your paper towel and lay it on your knuckles, that makes the arthritis, something about it works well.
I haven't heard that, but ginger is a real good folk remedy around here. I've given it years ago when I worked in the nursing home and patients were nauseated, but the doctor didn't want them to have anything for nausea. I kept ginger and 2 or 3 things that I would take with me, and ginger will make you settle your stomach right away. Peppermint will too.
I just started drinking hot lemon water first thing in the morning, and I've been shaving a little because I had so much ginger root, shaving a little bit of ginger in there for flavor, and oh, what a great way to wake up. Like, wow.
I might try that because I'm not a breakfast person, and I'm supposed to be taking insulin in the morning and eating, but I sometimes don't do what I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say that the lemon had made you start shaving.
No.
I'm like,
no, just a half a lemon squeezed in hot water like I was making tea, but just the lemon, just a tad bit of ginger only because I had it.
That
and I'm like,
good.
wow.
That sounds good. Do you like salmon?
I love it. Yes.
I do too, and I follow a lady and her son. Her son's maybe 25 or 30, and she's a retired nurse. I don't know her, but they're in Iowa. I mean, in BFE. You know where BFE is.
Yep.
They're there on past there. But anyway, the grandmother is 82, and she has Alzheimer's, and so they're both full-time caregivers because the grandmother's still ambulatory, but she doesn't know who they are 99% of the time.
Aww.
But they're always doing things like crafts and things on their channel to raise money and raise awareness and all that about it. But anyway, last night once they got her in bed, we always send her all colors of hearts, and she looks at them a few minutes after melatonin, and it makes her go to sleep. It's weird that he just discovered that one time. But anyway, he was baking salmon last night with lemon on it, and I've been craving salmon.
Oh my God, that sounds so good.
Yes.
I have to get the like the salmon fillets that are like quick frozen individual bags because John doesn't like fish. So I would just need one thing and just a little tiny bit of olive oil on the bottom of the pan. Oh my gosh. I can taste it already. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to this healthier eating. Like I'm really looking forward to it. Like I'm not holding anything against myself or trying to be perfect at it. I'm just going down this and progressing, and I'm loving it. Like I can't believe how far off the track I got.
Yeah. Well, you weren't gone not very long. He's back.
And I'm trying to learn how to tincture without alcohol. Grilled salmon is better than intercourse.
Maybe these days, but maybe these days I'd have to agree with you, Trash Cat.
It is. Especially when the skin is just a tad bit crispy.
Yes.
And the rest is all just flaky.
Yes.
Yep. And then I roast vegetables for extra long period of time with a little bit of what's the lard I use? Coconut fat. And oh my gosh, it crisps up so nice.
I love grilled vegetables, and I haven't grilled in a long time. I need to be out there grilling some things.
Have you ever grilled the big mushrooms? Like the portobello mushrooms, and then you fill it with like cheese? It's like, oh my God.
Yes, my sister that's gone now, that passed away, but once they came to Florida years ago, and they wanted to do that And so we did that out on the deck. It was really good.
Yeah, that. And now I have this air fryer. I just have to learn how to use it.
I saw that came out. We'll tell you some other time, Sam, when you're I'll fill you in later.
Actually, it's a little town over here by Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Intercourse.
Yep, Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Cool.
Right next to Blue Balls. I can't make this stuff up. It just is on the map and everything.
Wow. There are some weird names for some weird cities. I saw something about that once on YouTube or something.
Isn't it? Yep.
Now I'm wanting crab cakes. We got to stop this. How did we get on food?
I don't know, but do you want to see this bookmark I made?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm in absolute love of it. Let's see if I can get it.
It's showing.
Yeah, let me get this off.
It's weird how that does that. You can see right through your head. Oh, cool.
Doesn't that look good? I made a whole bunch of the different cats.
That was a tuxedo. There's a ginger or a tabby.
Yeah, we got a ginger, and then I got a tabby over here.
Cool.
And then I got mine, but I didn't put mine on anything yet. That's this one. That one is my cat. She looks just like mine. The markings, everything.
Is that a calico?
Tortoiseshell.
Tortie.
This one is a calico.
Torties are just as spicy as calicos, I think.
Doesn't that gonna make a pretty? I don't know. I do know not everybody likes cats the way I do, but still.
Something's wrong with them then. Are those keychains or?
This one's the keychains. The other one, or anything you want. Some people use them as pendants. I call them charms. We won't even go into this one.
Neat.
We'll go right back to that.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh, look at him.
Floyd, get that stuff out of my face. See, but you know what? Why would a male bird do that? That's what made me wonder if he's not female. Here.
It is Surf City. It sure is.
I just go up under him and get him to step on my hand. So far I've never felt anything. But do you know their hoo-haws are called cloacas, just like snakes and other reptiles?
Is what?
Their hoo-haws are called cloaca. That's where
no, really. See, and I've been saying all along, I thought birds were reptiles, and they're trying to tell me they were reptiles back in the dinosaur age, but they're not classified as reptiles.
Yeah.
Anymore. But chickens, they seem like reptiles to me.
Yeah.
With feathers.
Well, and everything comes out one place too. Like
exactly.
So yeah, I believe it. Floyd, did you feel better now? You want a cigarette? How about a ciggy? How about a ciggy, huh? Uh-oh. But why would he get down and do like that? Like he's wanting, to be mounted is what that tells me. But that's what makes me wonder, is it a female? But I spent probably 2 hours today Googling and looking at videos and white papers, all kinds of stuff, trying to find out how the males and females behave differently, but it doesn't have that anywhere.
No. You have to look at our males hormonal. Our male birds, parrots hormonal.
I did. I looked at everything, and it would refer different things to me. Empire of Dirt. Jeff. Oh, there he goes. See, look, he's just so subtle about it. You call him out, he knows what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Boy, nobody, now you've done that on camera. Nasty thing.
I'm telling you, if his owners know where he was born or where he was hatched, and you have that ring around his leg, you can look it up. There's a couple numbers on it.
She got him when he was 20, is what.
Okay.
I never knew her. She was past, by the time I got him. But they said she got him when he was 20, but they didn't know how old he was, but she had him like 20 years. And then I found something, a vet paper they sent me later, going through old things that would have made him 42. August the 8th, I think. So now he'll be 43.
Wow, that's
You're
so
going to
cool.
be as old as me if you keep it up, boy.
That is so cool.
He does need an OnlyFans page. That'd get him off my shoulder, maybe.
He just needs somebody else in his flock.
I don't know. He sure gets interested in the other birds. I showed him a bunch of birds doing that mating stuff, and that really got him going. He's like, orgy time, orgy time.
That's too funny.
Only verbs. Yes, only verbs. Floyd, don't do it. Honey, when he starts, he'll do this stuff for a couple of hours, and it's aggravating. Food is
Yes,
usually
it is.
food is about the only thing that'll distract him. Here he goes. No, no, no. My hand's not interested in you. You dirty bird.
Dirty bird.
Bird.
Dirty bird, man. Dirty bird.
After a year and a half, what's got you in this mood? That's what I don't understand. If it's something you're eating, we need to change that diet.
You think it's something that he's eaten?
I don't know. Something triggered it.
Mine is twice a year, like it or not. It's kind of late. She's just about finishing up from her spring.
How old is she?
8, 9. Just turned 9.
Oh, well, he's great grandfather to her.
She's just a baby.
Stop it.
But I think they would get along.
Oh, definitely if they were both in the mood. Hey, Big Steve.
I don't think I could ever do hand feeding parrots. That's every 3 hours. That's 10 times harder than an infant, a newborn.
Oh, Huawei. But mine, don't ever leave me alone with Huawei, especially if he's a caregiver.
Oh, swap.
Note that he can never be a caregiver for me, guys.
Nope. Note to self.
Bob is a walking aphrodisiac. You're making me
oysters when you got Bob.
Yeah, you got it. It's all that seafood talk. Fish talk.
Big Steve in the house? Did I see somebody saying hi to Big Steve?
Yeah.
I don't think I saw him sneak in.
He spoke. He said hello, everyone, with a peace sign.
I guess that's not really sneaking then. Yeah, did I tell you about? I did. I told you about the aquaponics. I'm pretty excited about getting that started anyway.
Oh, he's the one that said only feathers. I thought that was Jenny Lynn that said that. We spoke to her. That's how I got that mixed up. Oh, are you going to settle down now, Floyd? I hope so. I hope so. Poor boy. He must be miserable, too. You know what?
Yeah, that is a miserable place to be with a bird when you don't have another bird companion. Yes.
He gets pretty intense. Sometimes I'll be eating or just, doing anything, reading or watching a video, and he gets really intense over here. And so look at him. He's thinking about it now.
Yeah.
And I have to take a card or something, something that I don't want and push him. See, he knows. I'm not going to make you get off at a mail or something, a junk mail, and make him get away, but he comes right back.
But that's what we have to do. We have to change the situation, whether it's the shirt or for Sophie, a lot of times it's a soft blanket. As soon as she gets that soft blanket or a super soft towel, and then she starts rubbing her beak on, and then next thing you know, she's doing the neck thing, trying to throw up.
Yeah.
She's a crazy bird. Crazy bird.
And you said throw up. Look what he's doing now.
That's what they do. He wants to throw up in your mouth.
Get out of here.
If he had his way, he'd be throwing up in your mouth right now.
Got it coming from both ends. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yep.
You're a mess, Floyd. You are a mess. Well, I hope it passes. I don't know how long it's going to last. He's manageable.
Next Friday, I will have internet in the reptile room because I want to start doing this in the reptile room.
Okay. You want to be the guest next Friday? Again?
Was I actually the guest?
One time you were going to be, but something happened and you didn't really get to be like the guest.
Let's see. That is. Yeah. Let's do that. I got to put it in my calendar.
Remember.
Yes, I was, because I remember I thought to myself, I'll take clips and make videos out of it, and I never did.
Remember when this stream used to be about reptiles and not horny?
Remember?
Yeah. I have to accept his gift. No, he can keep it.
Ew.
Oh, look at him. See, he's so discreet. He just turns around. And then if I don't look, now he's turning back. He knows what I'm saying too, because he came back around. Don't you do it. That's nice.
You gotta behave, Floyd.
I don't want to see that junk. So far, I've never seen anything. It's just the thought of it. I don't want to see any of that stuff. Pet gifts are the best. Not. All right. Well, Susie, I guess our time is almost over. This will be one for the books for sure. I'm going to go out there and check the clips on the whatever tree. He said he's got them out there.
Okay.
All right. So we'll see you, Sunday evening?
Yep.
Okay. As far as I know, we'll have Tennessee Fish Mafia. So thanks for hanging out, Susie.
No, thanks for letting me hang out with you.
The aphrodisiac that I am.
Yeah. I'm not hanging on your shoulder. I'm good. I'm safe over here.
Floyd said goodbye. We're busy.
Whoa.
All right. Thanks, Susie. Thanks, everybody. See y'all next time. Hey, Andy. I saw Andy pop